education, and you can hear the struggle, being in poverty and having to make something out of nothing. So that's the way it really shaped it, though. I was kind of lucky in my situation to have a kind of both of them. So
sending up the block for a hundo. Get you knocked off for a hundo. Shawty pulled up in the hundo. You know we about to slide to the condo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rio. Keep on pushing interview series. We got a special guest today, Mr. King Rab. You know, he about to come through and bless us with a great interview and just put us on to what he got going on. Shout out to my boy Kai. He checking in today.
In the day, man, I'm in, hey, you know what I'm saying? And too much more absentees going on. I'm here, I'm in the building.
Too much more. You see what I got to work with? Them niggas already making excuses before the work get put in.
yeah, nigga. You gotta start somewhere.
But it's all right. It's all right. So,
yeah.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, man.
What it do, world? This King Rab, man, from Polk County, Florida, man. I'm an artist. I'm a barber, actor. Shoot, man. Sometimes I do even jokes, man. I'm just an entrepreneur. I got my own clothing company as well, and called Knowledge Respect Culture, man. I'm just trying to pave the way for the next generation, man. That's really what I'm trying to do is to make sure we leave that wealth behind and make sure we know how to handle it, man. So that's what I'm here for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kai's on you, G.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
You can hear me?
Go ahead.
It's like a slight delay.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was saying, so exactly what city you hailing out of?
I'm out of Lake West, Florida, man.
Oh,
right
okay.
in between Orlando and Tampa. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right in the middle, yes, sir.
Got you, man.
So,
yeah, definitely gonna spend a lot of time here, man.
Say that again, King.
I say, y'all, man, definitely gonna spend a lot of time in that area, man. You know, I could definitely hear that sound in your music for sure. That Florida, I could hear that in there.
Man, I sure appreciate it, man.
Definitely.
Yes, mm-hmm.
So how has your environment affected your life and ultimately what you're trying to do with the music?
Well, what's crazy is like we got so much talent in this area, and I never really seen anybody make it out this area per se, and put and build the bridge back to this area. So I never really seen that. So man, I'm praying that I'm able to do that somehow. I'm not even. It's bigger than me. Like I don't have to be the big artist that make it out here. I just want to build that bridge back to here. You know what I'm saying? To give the talent here a chance to, move forward, man. That's my biggest goal right now at this point in my career.
All right.
Right. So would you say, like, coming out of Florida, like, how would you say the area that you come from, like, affect your music, like your life? Like, what kind of effect did it have on
you? It definitely had effect of two ways, like, because like I grew up in like two different families, so I kind of grew up in the poverty area. Then I actually had an opportunity to grow up in the suburban area as well, amongst more educated people and stuff like that. So when you listen to my music, you can hear both sides. You can hear the education and you can hear the struggle, being in poverty and having to make something out of nothing. So that's the way it really shaped it, though. I was kind of lucky in my situation to have a balance of both of them. So that's
I dig it.
All right, got a little lag. We're gonna wait for that to clear up a little bit. He did say it's raining on his side of town, so that might be affecting him a little bit. I look like you done freeze up too. Maybe it's me. But
basically what I was saying about, you know, how it affected my music. I was able to grow up, you know, in a more poverty area and also in the suburban area as well. I got a good balance. And so I was able to use that in my music, you know what I'm saying, to tell both sides of the spectrum. So that's how it had effect on me, man.
all right, so
Hmm.
what was the first defining moment that made you want to pursue a music career?
And it was actually like my little brother, man. He really into music, and he was I had moved back here to Florida in like 2014, and he came to me in like 2016, 2017, and was like, man, you need to try to pursue it, man, because you got the talent, you're able to do it. And he say, I'll be with you every step of the way. You know, I hit the road with you, I'll go here with you, there with you. And so we had just made that commitment to each other, man, and that's just what it's been. So that's what defined the moment for me to chase it.
I didn't catch your brother's name. What's his name?
Oh, my bad. My brother name is DJ, man. Uh-huh.
So he's like artist along with your label with the group, or he's separate entity.
He's actually like the A&R for like my label, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like it's gonna sound funny, like Baby and Slim, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Type vibe. Yeah, so we type like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we type like that, man.
Right on, right on. So what would you say, like where's your career at right now? Like as far as music or anything you really heavy in, like what would you say, you know, you currently staying with all the everything?
Man, I feel like in 2020 during COVID, man, is really when I really got like a breakthrough, like where I'm from. Like people finally like listening to me and knowing who I am because I put out this album called The Last Fat Boy Fall. And it's basically just a vibe with good Florida music, man. And it's like an old school feel. And so it caught waves. And that's what really set it off. So right now, like I'm just still growing, man. Like people like tapping in now. I'm shooting more videos and stuff like that. So I feel like it's on the uprise from here. And I got some young cats too that I took under my wing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's gonna be an addition as well. So but yeah, that's where it's at. We just still building, man, and networking and going to cities, doing interviews and getting on podcasts with people and stuff, and just telling people who we are and what we do. So
Campaigning and kissing the babies.
exactly.
So
Yes, sir.
how would
Definitely
you
gotta.
describe your music to someone who's never heard it?
Oh man, I'll say it's different, but it's a good different. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something you can rock with. Cause looking at me, a lot of people are like, man, I can't believe that sound like you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just you just have to take a chance and hear it and see what I'm saying and see where I'm going with it. So yeah, but I say different, but I say it's got a taste. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So when it come down to your music, like where you on some of the general platforms?
Um, Man, I'm with that's the basic ones like Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon. So I'm on all major streaming platforms with my music. So
Gotcha,
people can
man.
look me, yeah, they can look me up, man. I'm easy to find.
Right on.
Yes, sir.
What are some of the things outside of music that you value the most?
Um, Man, making sure kids are educated, man, and having the opportunity, man, to better their life. That's one of the biggest things that's really been touching me these last couple of years. I've been donating to this tutoring place in my town, Lake Wells, Florida, called E. Snell's Learning Center. And what she does is she tutor the kids to make sure they have a reading comprehension level that they're able to pass state board tests and stuff like that. And so I used to be one of those kids that used to struggle with that, man. And so I have a soft spot for that. So I always donate to her tutoring program, and I make sure kids are able to get those different lessons throughout the school year. So that's what I value, man. Outside of the music, that's important to me.
Where did that come from? That what influenced that mindset, that mentality?
Just from what I've been through, you know what I'm saying? And me having to find a way to educate myself, you know, in a better way, despite the lack of resources I might have had. So I want to make sure other kids have that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? On the front end and not the back end. So
And that's something that's being done with or without the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have
yeah,
to be a rap superstar to be a positive impact in your community.
absolutely, I totally agree.
Right on, right on. Now you know in life, you know what I'm saying, not love was perfect. Would you say give or take, like, you know, that time of backtracking, like something you would redo in life, you know, something you would go back and change in time?
Man, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I feel like it was what it was, man. I feel like at times this life is like the Matrix. I don't know if you guys ever watched the Matrix,
Hell yeah, all them
the
shit.
trilogy. Yeah, man.
Even the new one.
You remember when the Oracle told him, you already made your decision. You
Yeah,
just here to understand why.
right.
That's where I'm
Yeah,
at with it, man. I'm just trying to understand
yeah,
why I
yeah,
made these decisions or choices before all of this played out, bro. That's what I'm doing.
I hear that shit, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry to go deep, but I like to go there.
Hey,
That's
Oh
me.
no, no,
that's what it's all about, baby. That's the whole point
Yeah,
to this.
yeah,
yes, sir.
man.
I can go
Yes,
there
sir.
with you. Ain't nothing, you know, you see I'm
Oh,
speaking.
I already know y'all can go there with it,
Ain't,
especially you, Rio.
ain't nothing to it. Shit.
Yeah.
Goddamn, are there any artists that you look up to? Either skills that they have or maybe, you know, just a message that they bring forth?
Um, you know, Hove is my guy, man. You know, Hove is my number one guy.
Good choice. Good
I
choice.
like how he I like how he empower other people. You know, and he don't get enough credit for that. I don't feel like, man. He helped a lot of people get in position to have money that will last, not for just their lifetime, but for their family members and other people. You know what I'm saying? So I really admire him for that.
Yeah, I see that as being a definition of a leader. You know,
Yeah,
you straight, but everybody else around you straight also, you know?
you teaching people how to fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on, right on. So like would you say like within like you know everybody got our 5 year goals, like what's your next goals within like that 5 year tenor?
Man, I want to be a homeowner, man.
Yeah,
Bad.
that.
I want to be a homeowner bad. I'm itching, man. Like getting my credit right, man. I'm saving money and you know starting other businesses that's gonna you know bring more revenue in you know over time. Um, yeah, the home ownership is one of the big things, and hopefully be further in this music business and also land a contract with my brand as well, man. Soon,
Right.
you know. Hopefully, I can get big distribution with my brand, man, and just let that lead the way, empower everything I want to do in the world of entertainment. So,
Right on, man.
Right. Shit, uh what's your favorite song that you've written so far?
man, it's like undeniable song that I know that I'm gonna vibe with that I like, man, and just gonna put me in the vibe. Like when I want to chill, there's got to be Water, man. Like
Yeah,
I love Water, man. This song's on my Fat Boy Fall album too. Like songs called Something About You. It's just it's my vibe songs that I like the most. You know what I'm saying? That make people move and feel energy and feel, you know, glad to be a part of that moment. That's what I'm big on.
yeah, man. That song definitely got good vibe. Like I say, you know, I just been vibing to it, man. I actually seen it. I was on the YouTube. I see it actually got some good views on there, man. So they definitely
It
rocking with
can't.
you, man.
I swear to God, ever since I dropped that video, man, a couple months ago, my brother just like you know my brother DJ. You know I told you about him. Um, he's just been watching it, man, and it's been doing like 1,000 views, like on its own. I'm not even doing no paid stuff. It's just moving on
Right.
its own, bro. And I'm like, and it's just like a so real moment for me. It felt like I worked so hard just to get that. You know what I'm saying? Now it feel like the fruits of my labor after all of this is like I feel like it's rewarding, man. So I'm really
Right.
rocking with Water right now. Yeah.
Hell
See
yeah.
that, man, because it seems like you ain't even had it out for too much long. Like, you know.
What was crazy is this is what's crazy. I met Rio. Rio, remember I met you at the show in Atlanta, right?
Oh yeah.
I had put those 2 songs out last October. I put 2 songs out. I put out a song called No Cap and I put out Water. So these songs actually been out, man, since like last October. And
Okay.
so I just shot a video almost a year later to it. You know what I'm saying? Like 8-9 months later.
Yeah.
And putting it out almost a year later. You know what I'm saying? So, and for it to still have that same traction with the video, it's like crazy to me.
And to resonate.
Exactly,
I
man.
mean, you know, that's how these songs work, man. It's not. It's a grind. It's a process, and that's, you know, it's a fucking marathon. He said that for a reason. You know, put the work in, and you're gonna get something back.
Absolutely.
Let me see what I got going on here. Oh,
That water, man.
oh my boy.
To that Water.
I'm saying, like, you definitely shot that right there, like, in your city, right? For sure.
Yeah, man. Actually, people thought like I was in the ocean, man. I was actually on the lake, bro. We shot it on the lake. Yeah. And my homeboy, my photographer, Chris Moon, shout out Chris Moon, man. I'm gonna tell you the dopest video guy, photographer ever, Chris Moon. That dude, that's my dog right there. Man, we was on the boat and he had the drone like out there in the middle of the lake, bro, following us, like recording. Like we were just vibing and the camera just like floating out there watching us. I'm like, this is crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like that before, dog.
Big boy shit.
yeah, for
I was
real.
having a good time though, for sure.
I mean,
When I tell you it was a vibe, bro.
Them little details like that, man. That's what, you know, separates the people who really trying to put in the work and be artists out here, and then the people who just, you know.
Yeah, you know.
I get what you mean, man. Yes, sir. You know I do. I just always try to carry myself at the professional level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be involved with something if we're not gonna do it all the way. That's just me.
I feel that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's just me. I mean, if we gonna halfway do it, y'all can just count me out. I don't want to be a part of it. Like, we got to go all the way. Yeah, right. Man.
So I also see that you cut hair.
Man, I do cut hair. That's crazy. I've been doing that since I was 12 years old, bro.
Hey.
Since I was like 12, man. Cutting hair on the porch with a box fan.
and my man is pretty nice with it too. So, like, I mean, get the people what inspired that part of it.
Man,
and stuff like that.
Man, what was crazy, like, I got twin uncles, man, Terry and Terrence. And they used to go to Walmart and buy clippers all the time. So they was like the neighborhood barbers. And so they was always cutting hair and you know, they was always making me go get their clippers and stuff and bring it out on the porch or whatever, you know, so they can start cutting it. So I just gained interest one day, man, picking them up and just, you know what I'm saying, getting used to them and learning how to fix them, learning how to adjust them and all type of stuff. And I got so good at it that they started allowing me to work on their clippers and start cutting some of their people, man. And it just became habit. I started cutting friends at the school, started cutting adults in the neighborhood. It's just snowball effect, man.
What type of financial freedom does having that trade afford you?
Listen, man, me becoming a barber, I think was one of the best decisions I ever made because I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I used to be scared. You know how you be like job scared or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, man, that's how I used to be, man. And I always knew in my heart I was supposed to work for myself. Like, I always knew this. And it took one of the OGs in the community who've been cutting hair for like 20 years here, man, named Carlos Williams. I work at his shop with him, Urban Trends Barber Lounge here in Lake Wells, Florida. He encouraged me, man, to walk off my job and to start cutting because he believed I can make it. And, bro, I was the first person there every day, last person there every day at work, bro. Like, I outwork everybody. Like, when I got something I'm trying to reach, I don't care. Like, it may be people better than me, but when it comes to working and grinding, that's what I do, man. I work and grind like nobody else does. Yes, sir.
I never went and learned the skill myself, but I've always had an affinity for barbers. I have a cousin, close cousin,
Yeah.
Harry. They cut hair, man, and I've always looked up to y'all niggas because that goes wherever you want to be. You like wherever you at, I can make money. I ain't got
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
nothing for nothing. And like I mean, I hate to. I mean, I
And
hate
bro,
to
and what's crazy is if you are dope. No, I ain't gonna say if you dope. If you available, if you make yourself available, bro, barbering, you can make a killing. It's just about being available. You can
Right.
make a killing, bro.
Hey, look, man, that's a trade that you can take with you even behind the wall, man.
Absolutely. I
Trying
don't
to
want to
say
be.
that's
I don't want to
You
be
don't want
there,
to be
but
there. No,
absolutely,
you
yeah,
know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
want to
Nah,
be
hell no. We
there.
ain't with that. But if you find yourself in
definitely.
that situation, you know, you still got a way to survive, man. And that's what was so attractive about that particular trade to me.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, man.
man.
Never in the hustle, man. He ain't gonna never stop growing. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
He gonna always grow, you know.
Yes, sir.
When you
So would
been
you say like some of the things like because it seems like you got a lot of different trades and everything going on. Like, what's the main thing you do to keep yourself grounded with that balance of all these things that you got going on?
Man, music is my therapy, man. I love music, man. That's like when I work and go cut my hair, I have to come to this studio every day. I have to give like at least an hour or two, like in this environment. I don't even care if I'm not even making music. I might could just be listening to different projects or
Yeah,
watching interviews or whatever. But I have to spend some type of time in the studio every day. That's what keeps me grounded.
right. So
Yeah,
you there's certain like energy consumption, of the day. Put yourself in that mode, and you can just go at whatever else gonna come.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with that, man.
Yes,
um
sir.
is there someone in your life that influence your work ethic?
Man, he actually passed away, man. It was my dad was a mentor to me. Remember, I was telling you I grew up in two different, households. Actually, a white family took me in when I was in the third grade, man, and made me their son. And he ended up passing in, I think it was 19. He ended up passing. Name was Dennis Overmeyer, Dr. Dennis Overmeyer. He the one that put this work ethic in me, man. Like ever since I was young, he always used to just like always was teaching me stuff, making sure I knew, you know what I'm saying, like what this was, what that was. So he always challenged me mentally. And he also showed me how to do things physically, like mowing grass and all this stuff. Like, so that's why I got this work ethic from, man. Is I seen this man get up every day and impact people's lives every day. Like he was a college professor. He helped a whole lot of people, man. He changed a whole lot of lives, and he was dedicated to what he done. Like that, his career was his life, and I saw that firsthand,
Right.
and that's why I got this work ethic from, man. Yeah,
Well, my condolences.
yes, sir.
Big Kai.
Yeah, man. Whenever we have like them type of, when you got like sometimes, everybody, you got people got their stories of the independencies of the grind coming up, but it is important to have them said supports nowadays,
Man,
coming up. Like, the world done got so individualized that, people really stay away from like a lot of helps and things of that nature. When it's like really, a lot of people can bring out the best in one another.
man, I totally agree, man. When I tell you I'm blessed, bro. Like I really am. It's been so many people that supported behind the scenes. It's people that don't even want me to mention their name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because it's not about the fame for them. It's the real love. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I don't really throw name drop too much like that. But it's been so many people that's been influential, man, like in who I am and help aid me get to where I am today. Made sacrifices early on in life just for me to be here. You know what I'm saying? And to be in the position that I'm in. So I'm very blessed, man. And I'm definitely not on that individualized stuff. I'm definitely not on that.
Yeah, definitely a lot of that going on nowadays, just on a universal level.
Yeah, it is, man. It's sad. That's what's dividing us.
It is. Because not a lot of people are fortunate to have certain supports in a corner. So I try
Absolutely.
to tell everybody, definitely you got somebody gunning, somebody really wanting you to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just take that for granted. For sure.
Yeah, everybody think like every like you just said, bro. It's like people blinded by the social media and what they see, and they out of touch of what reality is. That's why it's called social media. It's media.
Yeah.
At some point in time, you have to unplug from that and get back to reality where people have emotions and feelings and energies are transferring. You know what I'm saying? You have to get back in that world.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of touch
Yeah.
loss.
It's
For
it's
sure.
about it's about connection, man.
Yes,
It's
sir.
about connection. Yes, sir.
We live in strange time, fellas. We sit here and we talk about the division that social media and things like that bring, but we have to remember that somebody is also profiting off of this.
Oh
So
yeah.
that it's manufactured, it's engineered, it's not happening by chance. Somebody is pulling the strings. So as long as we continue to do what we do and being positive influences on our families and whatnot, they'll be able to discern the real from the fake, and at least on our end, all people will be protected and safe from the evils that we surrounded by. So that's why we do the keep on pushing podcast. Keep do the show. We try to enlighten. That's the main purpose. That's the main goal, because there's a lot of ratchet shit out there, and I like some of it. I'm not above
Man,
it.
we all do. We all do, but we like it. We like it in context. You know what I'm saying? We don't like it when it get crazy and loose. We like it controlled. You know what I'm saying? So I can listen to ratchet stuff and what I'm saying, act out of character, but it's in context. It's not loose. You know what I'm saying?
It's always in balance. That we want to
keep
making it a way of life type thing.
Exactly.
Right. It's like we just have a good time right here only, and carry on with the hooligan shit just on the regular. Like you said, man, that balance. Some of us,
balance. It's all good. It's cool. I'm not judging you. I'm with the shit too, but there's things going on that's bigger than me that I have to be responsible to and I'm accountable to. And
yes, sir.
If you can get your mind wrapped around that, that'll do you better,
Mm-hmm.
So that'll lead to this question: if there was one thing you could change about the world, what would it be?
Man, like Kai say, man, see if we can bring back that togetherness, man, and get rid of this individualized stuff, man, because it's messing up relationships. You know what I'm saying? That's what we came here for, is to connect with other people, man, and build. You know what I'm saying? I wish we can get that real connection back from a human perspective and not from social media. You know what I'm saying? All these apps and programs and stuff like that, but to get a real human connection back again. So that's the one thing I wish we could change, man.
Yeah, definitely fully agree with you on that one, man. Sure.
Got anything to add, Kai?
Just really, like I said, man, like I fully agree with them whenever it come down to that. It's like, because of the world, I just feel it's gotten a little more sensitive with the problems taking on. It's like almost anything or takes a jab at you, you know what I'm saying, or cause a nosebleed or something. But what we focus on our motto is keep on pushing, because it's gonna be some things that just out of your hand, but you got to keep in motion.
Absolutely.
You got to keep that motion going. And I feel like when it comes down to that said support, that's definitely a big hand on the keep on pushing, because you're gonna stop and you're gonna dwell, naturally. You stop, you hit those roads, but you come to somebody with that strong hand on your shoulder, point for you to seek further, like, hey, you keep pushing.
Yes, sir. I agree.
All right. Well, Kyle, I don't really have any more questions per se. Do you have any questions?
Oh man, I mean, hey, my man covers his bases pretty well, you know, very well spoken, you know. He cut on exactly what you got going on, my man.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You were saying that you have some brands. Could you explain a little bit more? Expel on that.
Well, yeah, I got a I was telling you earlier, I got a clothing brand called Knowledge, Respect, Culture, and what we do is try to promote togetherness through those three concepts. And so I started this brand back in like 2017, and yeah, man. So we just been, like I said, I donate through my through my company, through there to football teams and high school teams, tutoring clubs. So that's one thing I do. I got an in-house studio. I do recording as well, for a good price as well. So I'm into acting a little bit. If people got like movies or little films, short films they do, I do that. Actually was involved with a movie called Tyrone the Drug Dealer in over COVID time in 2020. So y'all go check that out as well.
How was that experience?
Listen, man, I was really, to keep it 100, like I was really depressed during that time.
Right.
Like I wasn't even because they shut the shops down, bro. I end up was going through some relationship problems. I wasn't working. It was just crazy, man. It was like I wasn't even really like able to do music like that because like everything else was like shut down. You know what I'm saying? Like studios and stuff. And then eventually, like, I was just like, man, I'm just living. I'm just whatever happens type thing. And so I just got involved with this movie that another guy in the city named Eddie Bauer was making, and really I wasn't even like me. Like I was actually the character in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't like in reality I wasn't King Rab. Like I was that character. Yeah, so I was dressed up in character every day, bro. Like every day in character, going to stores and everything. Yeah, so. And just acting like the camera was on me 24/7. And so so it was the movie was not written, like we didn't have no script or nothing, all of it was just freestyle. And so we just went with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of my acting side, little acting that I did.
You said you was about to tell us how we could find it or watch it.
Oh yeah, you can go on YouTube, man. Tyrone the Drug Dealer.
Tyrone the
It's on YouTube. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Got some little funny scenes in there, man. Y'all should check it out.
Check it out. You said the whole movie is basically improv, like no script.
Yeah, no script, no nothing. We just going in. Yeah. Yes, sir. Man. Yeah, I promise it's no script. It's all freestyle. No script at all. We just hit somebody up, be like, hey man, meet us down here at the West College, and we just finna film. So that's how it was. So. Yeah, it's on YouTube, man. Yes, sir. So yeah, so those are the things that I'm involved in. Also, two sports as well. I do train some kids here and there every now and then as well. I play basketball, so I do a little bit of that as well. So, and I mentor kids in the city. Whatever.
I have my little moment in the sun too.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do the mentoring too as well. So yeah.
Right on. That's good, man.
Yeah, man.
What high school you went to?
Man, I went to two high schools, man. I went to school here in Lake Wells, the city that I'm from, and then I went to school down in Frostproof. So I spent my first 2 years at Lake Wells, my last 2 down in Frostproof. I went to college out at Friends University in Wichita, Kansas. Shout out to Falcons. That's my second home, Kansas. So yeah. Shout out Wichita, man. Yeah.
You play sports out there too, in Kansas?
Yeah, I played a little bit out there. Yeah, I did. I played a little bit out there as well.
What was that like?
Man, it was different, man. It was fun though. It was different, because we play ball a little different down south than versus Midwest. But it was fun though. Man.
Explain that. Hold on. What's different?
Man, we did a lot of trapping down here in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of pressing. A lot of running and stuff.
Man.
Out there was more kind of like, half court slow play. It wasn't a lot of pushing fast up the court. Yeah.
All right. So you was
a little different.
Would I be right saying that Florida had more of a street ball style? compared to, they might have a.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's more fast paced, definitely. Definitely more fast paced.
So when I speak, I'm talking about 2020 something years ago.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? But that was kind of our thing too. We had an up tempo type style that we would try to run, that type thing. But anyway, anything else you want to leave the people with, man, before we get up out of here?
Man, I appreciate y'all, man, for having me and keeping it real on this show. Like you say, man, it's all about keep pushing, and some things you can't control, but you being able to go for it, that's on you. You can't control that.
Yeah.
And so I'm all about that, man. I appreciate y'all for having me. It's been a blessing to see you brothers have this station, and I pray it grows big. I'm supporting you guys. Y'all can holler at me anytime. That's just what I do, man. I'm here to support. I'm here to help build and grow.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming through, spending your Sunday evening with us. We
yes,
just
sir.
fellas trying to make something happen, man. And doing what we love, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Rab, man, you gotta say, man, you seem like a real stand-up guy, man. Definitely keep doing whatever it is you're doing, man, in all areas, man.
Man, I appreciate that, man. That means a lot.
Yes, sir.
All right, fellas. That pretty much wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the Keep On Pushing interview series. This is your boy Rio. You got your boy Kai. And we also was here tonight with Mr. King Rab, representing, say it one more time, Lakeview.
Lake Wales, Florida.
Lake Wales, Florida. That's outside of Orlando, right?
Yes, sir.
That's Central Florida?
Central Florida,
Yeah, much love to Florida, man. Definitely much love to Florida.
I appreciate that, big homie.
Me, Kai, my wife, and a group of us came down to Orlando, and that was right when the
pandemic.
Oh man,
we still ended up having a good time, man. Because some of the bars,
people still party down there.
Yeah, you already know, man. We like the Wild Wild West down here in Florida, man. We gonna let no money go. We gonna let no money go nowhere.
Kind of seeing it too while we was in there. We was like, well, these niggas wide open during the pandemic.
Man, what? Ain't even stopping y'all at all.
That ain't nobody gonna stop them bands.
So that was a good experience that I had in Florida. I hope I have more to come.
Most definitely, man.
Yeah. So, all right, people, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good night and keep on pushing.
Yes, sir.
Salute, Kings. Y'all be good, man.
Be good, man.